Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video with the Art of Muff. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Tier 9 American battleship, um, the USS Minnesota, which is you have to go through the Kansas to get to the Minnesota, and through the Kansas, and you could already tell what Kansas if you've seen that video. Now, the Minnesota has basically the same guns, but the difference is she's more accurate by far. She feels more accurate. Her shells are different. I presume they're different. Mark 8, Mark 1s. What I do know is the Kansas gets Mark 5, Mark 1s. Yeah, they are completely different shells. I think the Mark 5s. Yeah, so they're just the different versions of the Colorado shells, the Kansas. The Minnesota has Mark 8s, and the difference is that these shells don't overpen as much as the Kansas does. This thing chunks pretty well. I have finished the whole line. I haven't researched the range mod because I just feel like I haven't needed to, and I have this little voice in my head which is telling me don't research the range modification because you're gonna regret it. But basically, this thing is it's very tanky. It's it's shockingly tanky. Like, just to tell you how tanky it is, the deck armor is 38. The torpedo bulge deck armor is 38. The torpedo bulge itself is 38. The only part which is 32 is the absolute smallest tip of the bow and stern, which are 32. So you're gonna have things like Yamatos, which are gonna struggle to pen this thing. If you're angled and they fire here, the chances is that they have a chance of penning, but they have a much higher chance of ricocheting. And this is the biggest, huge, the absolute monstrous difference between the Kansas and the Minnesota. The Minnesota is actually fucking tanky. The Kansas isn't really that tanky. Kansas just dies. This thing can actually put up a fight. Yes, it goes 23 knots, but once you unlock the hull, you get a rudder shift time of 13.4. That is with the steering gears modification 1. And the reason why I've put the steering gears modification 1 on is because I guess you could put the damage control systems modification 2 on, but you lose a 20% buff to your rudder shift time. I guess you could do that. That would put your rudder shift time at what, 17 seconds? 17 point something seconds? But I've gone with steering gears modification 1. And this thing is very nimble. It's very nimble for a ship of its size. The hill is it's decent, I guess. The spotting aircraft, the spotting aircraft I find to be quite useful. Of course, you have plane depth charge, which not really that good. And then you've got the main guns. The main guns. This thing is an absolute monster. It really is. It's very good at what it does. I'll let you look at my equipment setup. So I've gone with auxiliary armaments modification 1 for better AA survivability and secondary survivability, because I find that the main guns rarely, very, very rarely get knocked out. And then I've gone with damage control systems modification 1, Main battery modification 2 for 50% touch first. So my touch first is 32.6 seconds. And of course, I've gone with steering gears modification 1, concealment system modification 1, and the big one, which you must absolutely 1,000,000% put on the Minnesota and the Vermont, is the artillery plotting room modification 2. This is a big game changer. It's a very big game changer. So I will then let you look at signals. So signals, I got Charlie Kilo for extra ship health. So my health is 80,000. Torpedo damage reduction is 40. You can boost that if you want. And then you've got India Yankee, which is fire extinguishing time 20% quicker, and then of course flooding time, and then you've got the India X-ray, you've got the India Delta, you've got the November Foxtrot, you've got the Mike Yankee Soxis, most likely pronounced that wrong, and then you've got the Sierra Bravo. Now, the reason why I'm running this one is because in my command skill set, I've gone with gun feeder, emergency repair specialist, grease the gears, risk, which is an absolute must, adrenaline rush, which is a no-brainer, and I've gone with this one. Now, close quarters combat. This, and now people will say, "Oh, but you only put this on ships that have good secondary." Yes and no. This is the thing. This is the thing. If a ship comes within range of your secondaries, which is 7.3 kilometers, your reload goes from 40 seconds to 36 base. That's providing you haven't taken any damage. Now, you could get this reload below 30 seconds if you want like 25% HP or whatnot. It's probably about 31, 32 seconds, which means you've got to be pumping out 12 16-inch, I believe these are super heavy AP shells every 31 seconds or whatnot. So you are basically a Montana at tier 9. It's ridiculous. I am thinking of maybe going for long range secondaries so I can just abuse the living crap out of the close quarter combat, because this is a really useful skill. And then what else? Oh yeah, economy bonuses. I just go for the best ones. I don't know why I still have that. I'll take that off. Put that on. But basically, you want to go for this commander layout. I find it works best. You can go for, instead of going for grease the gears, if you're less of a brawler and more of a sniper, then you can go for vigilance, and then you can go for improved repair party readiness. I mean, I don't really see the point of this skill. In my eyes, in my opinion, I don't see the point of this skill. Now, this one is an absolute must. This one, because you got a 40-second cooldown on your heal, I don't know, honestly. I just don't know. This one could also be very good. So, like, if you let yourself get at least 3 fires, that's a 30% reduction. Well, not really. It's 17.5. So if you've got so let's, for example, let's say that you have this skill and you have this one, and you've taken no damage yet, but a cruiser comes within your secondary battery range. So your reload goes from 40 to 36. So if we take 36, and then if we just think about this for a second, 10%, take away 3.6, and then take away. What do maths here? Yeah, so it'd be 36, take away 3.6, take away 1.8, take away 0.9. That's if you get 3 fires. That's a 29.7 second reload. And then, of course, that's not even putting this into consideration. Because then, well, it becomes absolutely stupid. It becomes really, really dumb. Bear in mind, this is if you've got 3 fires, and then this kicks in more the more health you lose. So you become an absolute DPM machine. Your damage per minute will become twice as much, probably. So 230, so you become what? 460,800 damage. That's a shit ton of DPM. That's what light cruiser levels of DPM. That's a lot of fucking DPM. And then of course your HE DPM goes from 102,600 to 203,200. So that is the absolute peak scenario. Again, that's if you're not taking this. If you are taking this, if you are taking the fire, if you are not taking the fire prevention skill, sorry, take away 0.45, your reload drops again. If you've got 4 fires, it drops from 29.7 to 29.29, so nearly 29 seconds flat, nearly. Now, I've probably got the maths wrong there. If I do, please put it in the comment section if I've got it wrong. Again, I will say I've got autism, I've got distraction, dyslexia, and whatnot, and I struggle with words, and I struggle with other things, whatnot. But besides that, in my honest opinion, this what was it? Commander skill set. This really works for me. Of course, I've just said it before. I'm gonna go for Furious, and then I'm gonna go for long range secondary battery shells, which will push the secondary range up to 8.8, which gives me a little bit more leeway. Now, I could go for super heavy AP shells, which pushes my damage per minute up from 230,400 up to 247,680. Now, that's all well and done, but the reason why I suggest putting oh wait, why can't I? Hang on. Put that on. 14. Oh, I can't even put those on. Oh, that's right. The reason why I suggest, now, you can, if you really want to, you could take this off, and yeah, you could take that off and then run this to get the absolute maximum damage out of the Minnesota. Because it'll work, it will work. Now, can't said it yet. Now, I run Grease the Gears because I like to be, you know, facing to the enemy and just like beating them up and whatnot. You could theoretically take Brisk off. If you are running this commander layout, Brisk is... I don't think you need Brisk. I could be wrong. I mean, it does put your speed up to, if I remember correctly, 25.2 knots. You're not really going to hit 25 knots. You're going to hit around 24.5, 24.7 knots. So a little bit quicker than your base speed. So I wouldn't really take Brisk. I would just like go with these. I'll go with Gun Feeder, Emergency Repair Specialist, Grease the Gears, Adrenaline Rush, Close Quarters Combat, Furious. You could go for this. I mean, it depends, honestly. I don't know. I mean, if you don't want to go for this, then that does free up, like, if I just, and then, so that's 6, 14, so that's 20, 18, was it again? 18, 20, yeah, so you can get emergency repair specialists, which could work in your favor. So you can get rid of Brisk, you can put on super heavy shells, super heavy AP shells, and then you can put on Furious, and then you can put on emergency repair specialist for pretty good tankiness, but really, really good output of DPM. That's if you want to do that. Now, you could just take these two skills off and run like Vigilance. Now, Vigilance could be a good one because it improves your Torpedo Bulge from 40% up to nearly 50%, 47%. But you also get 25% extra torpedo acquisition range. So that goes from... So like say if we take a torpedo that has an acquisition range of say 2 kilometers, so you spot the torpedoes at 2 kilometers out. So like I think Shimakaze torpedoes get spotted at like 2.1 kilometers out. I might be wrong, but let's just take torpedoes that get spotted 2 kilometers out. You put this on, and it's like plus 25%. So if I'm doing my maths correctly, that will be 2.5 kilometers. I could be wrong there. Hang on. Yeah, 2.5. So I am right. So you could go with this. If you like if you had like really sneaky torpedoes, like 1.1 kilometers, it would increase the torpedo acquisition range up to 1.375. But the average torpedo acquisition range is around like 1.5. So if you put the Vigilance on, that puts you up to 1.875. So close to 2. So it does give you more of a leeway to react and whatnot, but it also gives you better torpedo protection and damage reduction. So, you know, best of both worlds, honestly. So it depends how you want to run it, but in short, you just want to really maximize your DPM. So just go for super heavy AP shells, go for Furious, but also make sure that you also put on emergency repair expert. Now, this I will just say, I do not really play randoms. I do not play randoms. I should have made that clear in the earlier instances, but I didn't. This is for operations mostly. So in randoms, I don't know how well this will work in randoms. But it might work, it might not. I know that, really big people like Flamu, Flambash, Trenlass, and whatnot, they might disagree with me. That's totally fine. You could go with concealment. It knocks your concealment down to 12.9. But again, I don't really see the point in that, because if you're going with this commander layout, what's the point of running concealment expert? I just don't understand it. You want to maximize your damage, and the way you maximize your damage is you either go with super heavy AP shells, Furious, and emergency repair specialist, or you go with I mean, it honestly, it depends on your playstyle. If you like more brawly kind of playstyle, then Vigilance is a really good one. Brisk, again, for operations, if you play operations mostly Brisk, I wouldn't recommend Brisk. I don't know why I've got it on here in the first place, but it doesn't really give you a boost to your speed. If this thing did like 30 knots, so like if you did like say 29.5 knots, that would push you up to 32.45 knots. But because you do 23 knots, that will push you up to 25.3 knots. So it doesn't really give you an advantage, honestly. I would say grease the gears, drop Brisk, put Vigilance on, put super heavy AP, put Furious. So if we think about it, so if we put Vigilance on, so that'd be 3 skills. Just trying to think here. If we think here, if we were to say remove emergency repair specialist as well as just have vigilance, that will be 18 out of 17, so that leaves us with what, 5 to play with. So then you could put either emergency repair on, like even if you were running this, you could put emergency repair on, or you can do long range secondaries and one of the other 2-point skills. I think I could be wrong there, but we're going to take the Minnesota out into battle and just see. I mean, you could also run Sierra and Mike, but the problem is, if you have auto purchase on and you run this, it's 120,000 a pop. It is very expensive to run flags. So you want to run things like the flooding time one, which is only 24,000. Hotel Yankee. This is a good one if you like ramming. But you want to keep an eye on the ones which are really expensive. So if you notice that they've got like 3 or 5 flags left and you just want to, carry on counting and whatnot. But we are going to enter into a battle with the Minnesota. And I like the Minnesota. I've played one battle in the oh god, what's it called? Vermont. The Vermont is very good. I honestly like the Vermont quite a lot. Come on. It's struggling. It is struggling quite a lot. Okay. Königsberg. So yeah, 25.3 knots. Number of shell explosions in the south was 6. I was expecting less than that, I'm gonna be honest. Come on, reload. 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 Please reload. Now I do have a sound mod installed, so that's why it sounds different. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, this thing is absolutely beautiful. It just chunks everything. It really does. If you don't sit down, you're gonna chunk. It's rare for you to get bounces in this thing, unless if you're fighting like a Yamato or whatnot. But even fighting a Yamato, no, you're still gonna, you know, do quite a bit of damage. Now, this is where I struggle a little bit with, like, you know, just trying to. Ooh, that's a good sound. That's a good. Give me something. Oh! Oh! This is exactly why I said this thing is so much better than the Kansas. The Kansas absolutely sucks. The Kansas is just fucking terrible. But this thing just kicks ass. Now, are we going to be able to sit it on this main? That's probably too far forwards. Is it? Oh! Holy shit. So our reload is now down to 38 seconds. I'm going to have to pop a heal here. I'm going to try and go to this Liberty. That was a nasty hit that means that means it. Like, I wish also that the adrenaline skill also buffed Turchfus as well, because that would be pretty cool as well. That's probably gonna miss, but you know, hey, no harm trying. Oh no, that hit! Holy shit, that was a good hit. That was a fucking good hit, actually. Now, got to be careful the York here. He's got, what, 6 kilometer torpedoes? We are now in secondary range, and our video is 33 seconds. It's not really any point shooting him. I want to shoot that Weimar though. That's not far enough forwards. That's not far enough forwards. I've just realised that. Oh no, that was pretty fucking dead on actually. Why did I think that was not far enough forward? I'm going mad. Yes, this thing is absolutely blinking my face off, telling me that I need to pop the heal. I know that. I'm very aware. Right, come here. Come here, Moonchin. Give me something, Moonchin. That's not far enough for us. I mean... Not the worst in the world. Could have been better though. Oh, it is a Weimar. I get a nice shot on him. I don't think that's far enough forwards. I could be wrong though. Yeah, that wasn't far enough forwards. I got 33-second reload again. Good. Who do I want to smash in the face first? Oh. Let me see if my secondaries can actually deal with them. Let's deal with the Prince Isaac. Oh, double kill! Double kill! So York right there. I'm going to need to pop a hill. Pop another hill. Oh, Friedrich de Grue. Or Grosser, sorry. Come on. Is that too far forwards? Oh, okay. Pretty good damage. I'll take that. I'm gonna have to... Two fires going. I'm gonna nuke this München, hopefully. Oh, he's turning broadside as well. That's beautiful, actually. Oh! Holy shit, I didn't expect that. Fuck me. Holy fucking Christ, Minnesota's fucking crack, mate. I need help. Oh! Come on. Get that speed up again. I'm probably going to bounce off him, that's the problem. Let's just try and... What about Leipzig? Get rid of Leipzig. Oh! 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 This thing is... This thing is nasty. This thing is really nasty. Oh wait, is he broadside enough? Oh, that's he hurt a lot. Come on, reload. Reload. Oh, take that. I need some serious backup here. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, in the Kansas, I wouldn't be able to do that. This thing is so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so fucking good. And I think I've just found the absolute ultimate setup for close-in engagements in. I know it's operations. I know, and I know a lot of random players are going to say, "Well, you're playing against bots and whatnot." Honestly, you know, that's fine. That's really fine. I'm just trying to showcase ships for people who just want to play in operations and whatnot, or maybe want to try them out in randoms. I don't like playing randoms because I'm not really a competitive player. That's the thing. I'm not a competitive player. But this ship is fucking amazing. I really wish they allowed tier 10 ships because then I'm going to be able to showcase the Fairmont. But it's a very, very, very good ship. Very good. I'm very impressed in it. Very impressed. Kansas is a joke. This thing is absolutely amazing. I recommend it. Solid. I recommend this thing. I was a bit dubious because the Kansas was just so bad. But this thing is very good. If you set up like how I showed in the earlier stages of the video, then, this thing is going to be absolutely... So it might be a bit of a while until we complete this. But I'm going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about it, and if you would like to see the Fairmont, because I can play the Fairmont in the actual operations instead of like this 10-year anniversary operations. And I will play it in operations. I have already played the Fairmont once, and it's pretty flipping good. It is pretty damn impressive. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see you later. Peace!